Hi there, everybody. You're listening to episode 3 of the Media Hole podcast. Today, my lovely co-host Davis is not with us as he is vomiting. So instead, we've got a great friend of mine by the name of Ian, and he's going to fill in for Davis. Please give him a warm welcome. I love him a lot.
It's real nice that you said vomiting, where it's definitely coming out of his butthole.
Yeah.
He is vomiting of the ass.
Yeah, well, it's really both ends at the same time. And then you go, which part should be over the toilet and which part should not.
You just get in the bathtub and just let it happen.
I think he did that once.
Yeah, you just look like Tub Girl.
You're way too far away from the microphone.
I don't fucking know. Maybe we should have done it.
It's just like Davis all over again.
We should have done the levels based off of how far I was going to hold it.
Well, you were holding it really close to your mouth when we were testing it, and then you had it about 8 feet away from your mouth just now.
Okay, well, here, I'm just going to let it touch my nose the whole time.
That's fine. That's how I've been doing it the whole time.
Okay.
This plays really good for radio.
Yeah, everyone loves to hear about the technical side immediately. I moved the table shit.
Yeah, just yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for listening. Thanks for sticking with us.
I'm sure it'll get better by the 4th episode.
Yeah, by episode 45, we're going to really be a pretty good podcast.
1 year in. But then there's like that guy who actually just found the podcast randomly and he's like, oh man, I love the rough feeling of it.
It's like vinyl.
There is actually a podcast where like I don't like it when it gets too produced.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's actually true of a lot of things.
The whole point of the podcast is supposed to be like punk rock as fuck.
Yeah.
Where like the guy from the show, it's Jonah Radio, where like he's just punk as shit. He gets punk guys on, but then it's just...
Please don't recommend other podcasts on my podcast.
Hey man, no one's gonna go listen to it anyways. Oh fuck my nose. So he they get in like actual fights just straight up on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like they just start yelling at each other about soundboard bullshit. Speaking of which, when you go to get a soundboard that just says butt. Yeah, it's just like your phone sitting right here and you're just like, that sounds like a butt moment.
Oh.
It's like the cheapest joke ever. But you'll play it out so much that someone will laugh.
Do you know what podcast I love that has soundboard on it is I love Dynamic Banter. And recently, that's the one with Steve Zaragoza and Mike Falzone. And they have a soundboard, and one of the buttons on it is just a clip cut out from the movie E.T. where E.T. just says, "Come." Come.
Yeah, I'd like some
come.
Could I get a burger, please? And what's that white shit you put on it all the time?
Well, that's come. And mayonnaise.
Okay, let's not talk about other people's podcasts anymore.
All right. So, as you know about the Media Hole, it's really a podcast that's extremely highbrow, and we talk about media.
We talk about movies, such as. Let's get this out of the way. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
So Ian very recently saw the film Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I was while I was on vacation. It was on fucking like TNT or something.
Ooh, TNT network.
Yeah. So I caught the end, but not not the final fight. Just the end of the movie. Oh, like Superman's dead.
Oh, just that part.
Oh, sorry, spoilers. Superman's dead, but guess what? In about 5 minutes after he dies, you'll find out he's not dead.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about it. 2 weeks ago, we talked about Justice League.
Yeah. So
that's a sequel to this film.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
No. So there's a Lex Luthor gets like put in prison.
Yep.
I guess this is when Batman stops being an asshole because he goes to brand him, but he doesn't. But as he's like, he like. The guards come I don't know what the fuck Batman does with those guards. They're just gone.
Yeah.
It makes me think there was a hologram and there was never any guards there.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It's called shitty direction.
So he leaves him there. He like goes to brand him, and then but then like Lex Luthor saying some crazy shit
He's
just
like,
sounds like he
coming,
knew.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but like how the fuck did he know?
Because he touched Doomsday's pussy.
You mean Zod's pussy?
No, Doomsday.
No, it was Zod.
No, he makes Doomsday.
Yeah, out of Zod.
Out of Zod and some materials.
But it's the base. The base of the body is Zod, so therefore you touch
the deleted scene. He meets with beloved DC Comics villain Steppenwolf.
Wasn't Steppenwolf the villain of Justice League?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see that movie.
So to go over somewhat what I said in the first podcast, that movie's really bad. But
That's why I didn't see it.
I like it more than BVS because here's the thing: Justice League is an incoherent mess of a film made by 3 different groups of people over the course of 2 years, and sorry, not 2 years, a year and a half, and it's not good. But there's parts of it that are really, really, really good. Like but it's such a mess.
That's always the fun with messy movies. It's like, man, this one scene's great, and whoever directed this part of the movie must have done a really good job. Why couldn't they just stick with one director?
Well, because the first director was Zack Snyder, and then he had to leave because of family problems, and they brought on Joss Whedon. And then
it's because one of his family members is a huge Batman fan and found out he was still directing the movies. He's like, I'm killing myself, so this man has to get off the project.
Too dark. That's not good.
Hey, man, I would kill myself rather than watch the entirety of Batman v Superman again.
You know, Davis actually likes that movie. Well, he only likes the ultimate cut.
Well, you know what? Will it bleed? Yes, I will. When I'll kill myself.
There's a bit in Justice League where Superman. Yeah.
Mental illness is a real issue.
Yeah. Please don't take that as a legit.
Yeah. Don't kill yourself for stupid reasons.
Or at all, I guess.
Double drink. Double sippy.
This podcast will be great if
this podcast is brought to you by water. If you don't drink it, you're probably an idiot.
Or dead.
Or that. So what do you want to be, dead or an idiot?
Both.
Zombie boy.
Zombie boy.
Oh, shit. Actually, you know what? Shouldn't say that.
I was in the middle of speaking. Thank you very much. Excuse me?
No, we don't take turns here. Not when I'm on the show.
All right. Well, in Justice League, there's a great bit, and Davis didn't like it, but I did, which is when Superman comes back to life, he's all angry and upset and discombobulated, and so he starts fighting all the Justice League people. And so he flies and picks up Batman by the neck, and he says, "Do you bleed?" to Batman, and then he throws Batman across the fucking lawn into a cop car. And then they
should have done something that would have caused him to bleed instead of just being "Yo, I'll yeet you."
Yeah. No, there's and then cut, the scene kind of continues and then cut to Batman just fucking writhing on the ground like, "Oh yeah, something's bleeding." And it was a good bit. I thought it was funny. But the better bit is in the end of the movie, which is the Flash is evacuating people from the city that's obviously being destroyed because it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And the Flash is there's a car that won't start, and Flash just runs the car out of the city, right?
Did they put it in neutral first, or did you just destroy the brakes?
Well, it doesn't matter, really. But
I don't know. I'm not a car guy, but when I see people do shit with cars, that I'm like, that's not how it works,
the car
man.
was like a pickup truck from 1948. I don't think it mattered.
It would still... Whatever. The wheels ain't going to move that well. He's just going to be dragging it across the floor, and the Flash is not that strong.
Well, no, but he pushed a car. He pushed a car. Whatever. He pushed a car when it was in neutral.
He's the peak of physical fitness.
He run fast. No, he's not the peak of physical fitness, but he run fast.
Isn't that like every character in DC? If they don't have superpowers, it's Flash, they're just super strong.
But Flash have superpowers.
Yeah, but not strength related.
No, but he's fast enough that if he hits something, if he ran fast enough and punched you in the face, it'd be like a train hitting you.
Oh, his finishing move in Injustice. Yeah, fuck that game.
Or the one where he runs back in time.
And then he kills Hitler.
Yeah. But in this bit, right, so Flash saves the family by running a car full of people out of town, out of the way of the destruction. And then he looks over to the right, and you can see Superman lifting an entire building and flying through the air.
I think I've seen that, the GIF.
It's so fucking good.
Wait, is this when Superman's good, or is he lifting the building to
He's a good boy.
So he's ooh, all mad, hurts Batman, and then he goes oh shit, I gotta stop this building from falling.
What happens in the movie is everyone's sad, Superman dead.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman randomly fights off a bunch of bank robbers. Batman finds out Doomsday's coming. They try to find all the members of the Justice League and recruit them. Then they start fighting people. Commissioner Gordon's in one scene, and then in Chernobyl is where the bad guys are. And they find out they can revive Superman with bullshit.
Yeah,
they revive him. He's weird. He's not right because he came back from the dead. And then
they just revive Superman like how they make raisins. They just leave it out in the sun for a bit too long.
Mm-hmm. And then they like. Then he goes home to the Kent farm, which had been sold by his mom, and he's like, "Oh, I'm home. Oh, and good boy."
Some dude walks outside and says, "What the fuck are you doing on my property?"
No, yeah, the bank I think owns it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so he's just there, and then it's like, then Amy Adams says, "Oh, you should maybe go fight the bad guy," and he's like, "Oh, I don't. But I just came back from life. I want to kiss you, Amy Adams."
Hey, well, you know what? The villains in the movie said that Martha is the name of a punk bitch. So,
all right. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this in post, but there was a big old technical failure that just happened where the Zoom died. Thankfully, everything's saved, so the first 10 minutes of the podcast exist. But I just want to point this out because I don't know how this is going to turn out. We were talking about Justice League
again.
Yeah, let's continue. Steppenwolf mom named Martha. Haha, big joke. All right.
The time for the real reason why I'm here.
Time for the real reason why Ian's here. So while Davis is not an otaku weeaboo boo 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 boy.
Yeah, Davis watches good movies.
But we also like to watch trashy anime.
I don't think, like, I used to watch a lot more trash when I was younger and hornier.
Yeah.
Now I still watch trash, but like I'll ignore it if it's like super bad.
Yeah.
Like Don Machi, How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. Still a real fun show. But like In Another World with my smartphone, I'm not watching that shit. That's so long. Yeah. It's like I'm going to spend 6 hours of my life watching this dude just go like, how will I solve this problem? Good thing I still have an internet connection and going to look at Google.
I'd really love to go be transported in the past, but also be able to look at titty anytime I want.
Oh yeah, no, I get transported into another. It's not the past. It's an alternate fantasy world. It's an
alternate fantasy world inspired by video games.
Yeah, always inspired by video games.
We don't know how to write our own fantasy. I'm just going to talk about Dragon Quest.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how to explain their stats or how the world like magic works. So I'm just gonna fucking put in a stat screen.
Yeah, that's lame. Yeah. I think 80 to 90% of all light novels are garbage.
No, because I think when you think of light novels, I think you're only thinking of like isekais.
No,
but there's a lot of good light novels.
Yeah,
which sucks because they're impossible to find when you want to read them in English.
Well, then,
because they're just like one picture and then like an entire paragraph.
If you go to your local chapters, they're in with the manga.
Yeah, but I don't support the original artist, Nathan.
Oh, well, that's because you're a bitch.
Yeah, I only support the original artist of My Hero Academia.
No, I prefer to buy, like, I used to be a more online boy with like comics and manga.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't want to fucking read it on the fucking computer.
I know, it's just easy.
Pain in my dick.
I read it on my phone.
I like a book.
Yeah. Well, like I buy books of things I like. But whatever. I'm blanking on words.
All right. Well, how about this? How about we whip out, because I don't know if the listeners to this podcast are anime people. I don't know if anybody's actually listening. But
real self-deprecating there.
This is, that's making a weird noise. I don't like that.
Is that me or you?
I don't know. I wonder if that even got caught on the recording.
Yeah, maybe it was the...
I think I might have moved my mic too far away.
I'm going to fucking jiggle it.
Might have been the headphoney boy.
I don't know. If it comes up again, we'll figure it out. Or it's just on recording, this will all be nonsense.
Yeah, hopefully that just wasn't caught by the mics and just caught by us and we sound like we're crazy. That's the best version of that. But yeah, I was saying, I don't know if the listeners to this podcast are big anime people. So maybe we should talk about our favorite entry-level poopy boy mangas and animes.
Mangas and anime. Okay, so number one for me.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, but everyone says Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I know.
So here's another one everyone says. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which you still have not watched.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
It's been on my list for literally 3 years.
The best part about Full Metal Alchemist is it's like one of those shows that breaks tropes.
Yeah.
But you don't, like, no one fucking cares. No one looks at it like, oh, it's a trope breaking anime like they do with some of those other shit.
Yeah, they don't call it, they don't try to make it sound smarter than it is.
Yeah. So like fucking Edward Elric, the main character of the show, starts the show overpowered.
And then gets less powerful? No,
he just stays at the same level the whole time. He just learns like little things, or like he gets a new arm.
Hunter x Hunter is kind of like that, I think. I'm
not sure because I never got far enough. I got like 4 episodes in.
I was told that he gets more powerful, but it's worse. Everything gets worse. The more powerful he gets, life gets worse.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that makes sense, but
because he becomes a murderer by accident.
Oh,
I think.
Man, but every 10-year-old wants to be a murderer.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's my main problem with that show is those kids are too young.
That's fair, but also I think they're the same age as the My Hero Academia characters are at the start.
No.
I think they're the same age as...
No, My Hero Academia at the start, they're 14. They're at their third year middle school or whatever. You know how Japan works?
Yeah.
And then it's their first year in high school, so they're like 14, 15.
They need to finish a fucking year.
Yeah, that's all, I always fucking hate that, where it's like, oh shit, there's been literally more chapters than there are days.
In a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a lot of the stuff happens over the course of one day and like splits perspectives.
It'll be like 10 chapters happen in a day.
But yeah, they also say like a couple weeks later, so it's like, okay, so there's 28 days out of the way.
Yeah.
Or at 14 to 28 days. So if you did the math, it's probably been over a year, but they're still in their first year,
which is wild.
Yeah. The first couple chapters not included in that amount because that's straight up 6 months.
Yeah.
There's a time skip at the start of the show.
That's true.
Little green-haired boy needs to go from scrawny little bitch to jacked. Yeah. He looks great.
It's so funny because like then they still draw him kind of scrawny.
Uh-huh. Well, because he wears baggy clothes.
Yeah.
If he didn't have to wear like a fucking blazer and like rolled up his sleeves all the time, he'd be like, "Ooh, damn! Look at them forearms, boy."
He doesn't fucking know how to tie a tie.
Yeah, because he doesn't. Where the fuck is his dad?
Dead, probably.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have a dad in anime.
Yeah,
and your mom's not allowed to live.
Well, unless you're Bakugo, and then you get to have the worst dad.
No, he's just like.
I know he got a redemption
If
story.
this was a darker show, his dad would be beaten.
His dad would be the villain.
No, like his mom would be the villain. His dad, because his mom is just a carbon copy of him.
Oh, sorry, you know what? I meant Todoroki.
Oh, Todoroki, yeah.
Sorry, that was totally my like brain not working.
Oh, you fucked that up.
Yeah, I fucked that up. I'll take that. My B.
Bakugo is the childhood friend character that just hates the main character for like no reason.
Yeah.
Like, I get it later on why he does. Because it's like, he's catching up to me too fast.
No, it's because he loves him.
Yeah, it's because he's gay for him.
Because
two men cannot love each other without hating each other first. They have to physically fight all the time.
At the very least, that's true for me and Ian.
And then later on there will be some tender loving.
We've been through both parts. We actually like to switch it up. We're
actually way past this. We're like a 50-year-old gay couple now.
Yeah. It's like some days we scream at each other and other days we fuck. But like...
Yeah, like last night when you kept talking in my ear.
I was actually trying to lick your ear, but I was too drunk.
Bro, I was just trying to smash.
Oh, it made a noise again.
Oh, wait, I'm still connected.
Is it because I'm maybe moving too close? Oh, I think the wire was getting... Never. Okay.
Whatever.
Behind the scenes bullshit. Yeah. I'm going to stay very still.
Or just move over a bit. You have a rolling chair.
Yeah, but
I'm on the fucking guest chair.
Yeah,
which is crazy that this is not also. This is just the co-host chair. It's like, yeah, I need you to know who the fucking that you're the co-host. I'm the host.
Actually,
because my chair has armrests.
Well,
I get to relax. You have to be fucking turgid.
Firstly, fuck you. Secondly,
go out and buy me. Whenever I'm the guest, David doesn't get to use it normally. A $500 gaming chair, please.
Well, actually,
Secret Lab only.
I'm in the rolly chair today. Every other recording, I just brought out 2 of that chair that you're sitting on.
Oh, okay.
And then today I was like, hold on.
So you wanted to flex for today?
Yeah, because you're a guest.
Fuck you.
I wanted to tease you. Because when Davis isn't here, I'm gonna bring you on, and then we're gonna smooch, and Davis is gonna get jealous.
Or what are you gonna do the one time where it's like Davis is not available because he's stuck where he lives?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm already at work or something.
Oh, then I'll probably get Chris.
Yeah, I get Chris, and then he can just come and flex his superior anime knowledge.
He doesn't have superior anime knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why I picked you.
Because I do. I have more anime knowledge than you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know what's making that noise.
Is it
me? Is it you?
Is it your mic, like the connection? I think so, because you just wiggled it. It's doing some shit. So, like, tighten it up.
It's not. All right. Let's cut this part out.
All right, let's just
So many fucking technical difficulties.
let's just choose a topic and get back into it.
All right. Anime.
All right, so anime. I was on the plane because I just got back from vacation, and on the way there, I downloaded a bunch of anime on Netflix.
Yeah.
And what's the show that gets recommended to me all the time that I still haven't watched?
Carol and Tuesday.
I did download that. I just forgot to watch it. Devilman Crybaby.
Oh fuck! That show's so good.
But here's the thing: I did not watch more than the first episode because I was on a plane with my mother sitting right behind me.
Yeah.
And there's that scene where he's talking to whatever, I think his name's Akira.
Yeah.
After he just he's like, yo, I'm gonna save this girl from these three like weird gangbangers. And then he's like his old like childhood crush shows up and he's like, Ryu, and he runs away with him and he's like, he's my friend. He's like, what the fuck? No, he's not. You don't know this man. You haven't seen him in 20 years, except they're 16. So
in like 5 years or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really cool. I was watching it in Japanese. Like that dude, when he just speaks English, I was like, that's some good English, man.
Yeah, he's really good. I preferred it in the English dub because it's got one of my favorite actors in it. But Kyle McCarley.
I don't know who that. What are they else have they done?
9S from Nier Automata.
Okay, well I know that because I played the beginning of that game.
Yeah, I know you don't like that game. I love that game. It's my favorite game of all time.
I think it's really cool, like how it's done and everything. I just don't like the gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I really don't know. I don't want to have this conversation.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Look, I just want every character action game or whatever the fuck you define these as to be Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, it's a character action game. But it's a character action game for people who like RPGs.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I really liked Nier, but Devilman Crybaby is really good.
Oh yeah, so the part where I had to shut it off was when it was like they walked into that club,
the nightclub, and there's titties.
Yeah, it was like the chicks just ass, and it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Good thing I already failed. No, not November, or else I'd have to go take up this airplane bathroom for a bit.
It doesn't go where you're expecting.
That's fine. It's just that I didn't know, so I'm like I can't just be the guy who gets caught watching porn on the plane.
I mean,
from like an outsider's perspective, it's not porn. It's cool that you do it, man. But like, I was sitting next to my sister as well.
All right. Well,
and the way she sleeps is she puts like her head down, and it kind of looks like she's staring at my shit. So like, I was playing Dragon Quest on the flight back.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
you got to the part where you have to do sex to people on Dragon Quest.
No, but I did go get some puff puffs or whatever the fuck.
Puff. That was the word.
Yeah, poof.
It's so funny. They made it a secret for so long, and then in like I think 9, they showed it's just rubbing slimes on your head, and it's like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because that was the thing. If you go watch the original Dragon Ball, also by Akira Toriyama, I think that was that dude's fetish, is just having titties on the side of his head.
Yeah.
Because he, in the original Dragon Ball, Master Roshi, a 900-year-old man, sees this 16-year-old. And is like, yo, get them titties on my face and I'll teach Goku the Kamehameha.
Is that really what happens in original Dragon Ball?
That's something like that. It's either that or just I think it is to do the Kamehameha. Because, but then here's the thing. He doesn't fucking teach Goku how to do it. Goku sees him do it and he just fucking does it.
All right.
But yeah, that was when Dragon Ball was a comedy manga.
Yeah. Because it's like, I do feel like if that was around today, people wouldn't love it as much. But it was the
absolutely
first.
Not. It was... it's rough. It's once they go into the tournament stuff.
Yeah,
it really shows like Toriyama's love of
sports stuff.
No, like karate and shit.
Yeah, martial arts.
He's no one like. There's a
character named Jackie Chun.
Yeah, other than the person who does the author for iShield 21 who did the who does the manga version of like the good manga version of One Punch Man.
Yeah,
not the guy.
Yusuke.
Yeah, I think that's the iShield 21 guy.
Yusuke something.
Whatever.
Terrible.
we're weebs. We're not otaku. We don't have to know this.
I like knowing things.
Yeah, same. But like, yeah, have you ever seen that fucking clip or like that manga panel, like the fucking spread they did where it's like Speedo Sonic or whatever?
No.
Like he's like jumping around.
Speedo Sound Sonic.
Yeah, Speedo Sound Sonic. He's like jumping around on the trees. They did it in the manga.
Punches him in the balls.
Yeah, but no, he like just holds his hand up and he like falls into it. No, but like in the manga, it looks on a still page, it looks better animated than One Punch Man, like the anime.
The original season's really good though. It's Madhouse.
Yeah, I know, but that's how good the manga is.
Yeah.
Like Toriyama, the reason why I was saying is Toriyama was really good with speed lines and showing like a flow of action. Maybe that was me that time.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Just gotta hold the base.
I think it's because the zoom's plugged in. Because that's not a problem I've had previously with Davis. Maybe
you got to buy some rechargeable batteries that you just kind of leave sitting in the whole time.
Or I just should buy like fucking packs and packs of Duracells.
I think rechargeable batteries would be better.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if these batteries are charged that came with it. It's possible that's how that works.
Maybe not.
Okay. This is so annoying. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, I want to say that's yours?
Yeah, maybe.
For fuck's sake.
Does this like thing at the bottom tighten?
Oh, that's not what keeping the cord on there. You can just fully pull the cord out.
Will it fuck it up if I pull it out?
It'll make a noise.
Oh, it does make noise. Jam it back in there. And then not touch it.
All right.
That actually somehow sounds better.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever. You'll make like a note at the start of like when you edit this, being like, Ian's bad luck, like he is with everything in his life. You ever feel that?
Oh yeah.
We're just like everything. It's like
everything you touch turns to shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like I'm off for a week of work, and everyone's like, "Oh man, last week was amazing." Just while you weren't there, and then I show up. I'm like, I'm not even involved with how the shit's running, but just me in the building is like, yeah. No, not happening.
Cursed.
Yeah, fucked up.
That sucks.
Yeah.
No, I've never had that, but that's mostly because I'm a pillar of my community.
Yeah, I just fucking stand there. I stand at the top of the pillar and wobble that shit.
Yeah. No, but yeah, at my old job, it was like, oh, Nathan's sick. The fucking place is on fire.
Yeah, just fucking your coworker that we know just coming every day, going like, Nathan, I need you to fucking tell me those like computer codes. Like, what is this? How do you know? But I don't. And she is when
she got promoted over me.
Yeah, she got promoted over you because
I'm the one
she
that
cared
suggested
more.
to hire for.
Yeah, you're like, oh, please hire blank.
Could you give an interview to my friend?
She's been looking for a job for a long time. Not really, but
yeah, it's like, oh sure, no worries. Like we'll see. Oh, she got the job. Sick. This is fun. Oh, there's a promotion. She got it. Wow.
Did you even try for it, or is it just
not for that one? But we both tried for one. I wasn't actually mad.
Wasn't that the one like a full-time thing?
It was like a full-time. We were
like at a different place. Yeah.
No. Well, then
you guys were working full-time, but you know how capitalism is.
Yeah, we were working. Yeah, we were working like 15 to 30 hours a week.
No, so that's like barely full. Yeah.
That's part-time.
No, every part-time job I've ever had, it was always like, yo, you're working 40, but you've worked 11 40-hour weeks. You're working a 28-hour week next week now.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Well, that's how Walmart and the real Canadian Superstore are.
Yeah, fuck Walmart.
Yeah, fuck Walmart. I've always hated that place, but only because like when you stop working somewhere, you expect everyone else to stop working there or to forget you. But I still go into Walmart. I haven't worked there in 5 fucking years.
And they still recognize you?
Yeah, I still go in and they're just like, oh, Ian, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I don't care for you. I like all the people that I liked working with don't work there anymore because they were also all cool teens.
Yeah.
But now they're like...
Are you calling yourself a cool teen, Ian?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that neither of those words describe you.
Wow. At the time, I swear, when I worked there, I was a cool teen. I didn't even know you when I worked at Walmart.
Yeah, no, because you worked there for 5 years.
I worked there for like 7, 6.
So then I met you 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, so you met me at the lowest moment of my life.
And we became best friends.
Yeah, because you kept calling me.
I did, actually, because Ian, when I was new and I was like, oh, I don't know anybody, Ian was the only person who was mean to me. No, Ian's really nice, but what I love about Ian...
I just don't give a shit.
What I love about Ian is he's not afraid to be himself in any situation. And no, like seriously...
I'm blushing over here.
Take this as a compliment. You're never... See, for me, like when I was doing retail shit, I put on the face and be like, yeah, hi, I love you. Ian, you walk in. If you ever saw Ian in the Walmart, he's usually in the back. But whenever you saw him, he fully greeted you with full contempt, and it was great. It was like a customer would walk up to him and be like, oh, you work here? Can you tell me where that is? And he'd be like... Eat shit.
No, because I would have been fired real fast. But it was like someone would come up to me.
You'd tell them the wrong direction.
No, I'd tell them the vague direction. They'd be like, yo, where are the chips at? And I'm like, somewhere over there. And it's like, oh, okay, fuck you then. Like, there was one lady who came in 5 days in a row looking for oranges. And there was like a drought in wherever the fuck oranges are grown.
Yeah.
Florida. And... she was like, got so sick of my attitude because she caught me every day. It wasn't a different person. It was me every fucking day. So on like the last day, like the 5th day, she was just like, she's like, where are the oranges? And I'm like, we still don't have any. I remembered her the whole time.
In the orange aisle, pussy.
It's produce. It's like all in the same spot. So she's like, can you go check the back? And I'm like, I can go check the back, but I'm going to go stand. This was my internal monologue that it pretty much came out as, okay, I'll go check again. So I went back there and just stood there for 5 minutes on my phone, came back out, and I said, there's still no oranges. And she thought I was being a dickhead. So she goes and asks my boss to go check for oranges. And all he does is just yell at me from across the produce section. She go like, yo, Ian, we got oranges? And I'm like, no.
We don't have oranges.
Once again, no, we do not have oranges.
I love that.
But yeah, I worked there for too long.
Yeah.
I was jaded as fuck. Someone would be like, yo, where are the toys at? And I'd be like, the other side of the store. Go ask someone there because I don't fucking know. I didn't know where anything was in that place.
That's so funny.
I worked there for 5 years. I don't think I learned where a single thing was. Like, I worked at the Superstore for a year or two, and I knew where everything was.
Yeah.
But that's because I shopped there.
Yeah.
And Walmart just sucks. Like, no matter what, do not buy food there.
Oh, yeah.
They give you, they call their shit AAA, but it's actually just like...
That's the company they buy them from, isn't it?
It's like McDonald's, like, 100% real Canadian beef or some shit, but that's the name of the company.
Called Real Canadian Beef or whatever.
So it's like AA or worse because Walmart just wants them deals.
That's goofy.
At least if I'm getting like single A or B grade meat at Chuck's Roadhouse.
I get D grade meat and I like it.
Well, it depends on what I'm doing with it.
You ever just
you ever just make a dick joke that someone just rolls over because they don't feel like playing with your shit right now?
You ever just go to the store, buy some sliced roast beef, put it in the microwave, put it in a glass,
put a rubber glove just so it still feels like you're being safe. Put in lotion, but not enough.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Just the right.
No, not just the right. Not enough.
Just not enough.
No, my hand is good enough. I don't need to make this MacGyver bullshit.
To be fair, I've never done that.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
If this is making a face like he has like piles and piles of roast beef.
You can check my fridge.
You might have a secret fridge.
Why would I need a secret fridge?
So your mom doesn't know.
Why would my mom not need to know that I own roast beef? That's a normal thing to own.
Sure.
You not own roast beef?
Not cold roast beef to microwave.
You never bought cold cuts?
Okay, fuck this.
No, I'm calling you out.
I hate cold cuts.
Oh, really?
I think they're gross. I can't eat them. And people are like, yo, just heat them up before you eat them then. It's like, no, I'll just make real meat. I
don't like cold cuts, but on the other hand, I can't cook when it's just me.
I just
can
make
never
enough for
convince
like
myself
lunch
to.
the next day or like dinner for tomorrow. I just Tupperware that shit.
I mean, if there's no one else there expecting me to do it, I won't do it.
Yeah, but you're expecting you to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not a person.
Just disconnect your brain from the rest of your body.
Ian, I'm not real. This is your podcast. You're alone.
I've also been paying your mom to act like you exist. I have a large amount of money.
That's great.
I just don't fucking...
I'm so proud of you.
But I act like I'm poor all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm opening up Crunchyroll right now.
Why? So
we can get back on the topic of anime.
This year, I made I published a Twitter about this.
I have my next topic ready for when we get
2019 has been one of the best years for shonen anime ever.
Yeah, Demon Slayer and My Hero.
Demon Slayer, My Hero, Dr. Stone, and The Promised Neverland have all been fucking fantastic.
Also, there's been 2 seasons of Food Wars, which was my next topic.
Yeah.
And it's the #1 show that I think is really fucking cool.
You love to hate this show, I believe.
No, I love this show. I think it's really good. I think the way they treat food like the is great. It's not like some weird magic bullshit where it's like, oh shit, how did he cook it? Oh, actually, this was my problem in the final arc. It's like, how did they do it? They just did it. They have magic food cooking powers.
That's lame.
But like the rest of the show is like the art, like the artist, the author, whatever. Clearly did watched a lot of fucking Chopped, because that is the whole entirety of the show.
That's great.
I'm moving too far away again. It's just like, you ever watched Chopped?
No.
Chopped is a fucking competitive cooking show where like they just flip open a card and just be like, you can only cook this using your elbows. It's Cutthroat Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Where you like throw money at the judges to fuck over the other competitors.
That's
like
weird.
One I watched where 2 chefs you paid to not get fucked in this one.
Do you think
2 chefs had to cook on like a teeter-totter? So like it was like their pans and their heat and shit, like where they were cooking the meat was up top, and then at the bottom was their prep station, and they had to keep like switching.
Do you think we've hit a reality TV singularity? Like have we gone too far?
Yeah, absolutely. Reality TV shows reality TV shows.
Oh, don't do that.
Reality TV shows are just straight up like people's lives now. There's nothing interesting about it.
Have you ever heard of this one, Temptation Island?
No. Is that like Love Island?
No, it's worse.
Oh.
So Love Island is you're trying to find someone to love.
There's just comfort food everywhere.
Hold on.
You're on a diet.
Hold on. Better.
Oh.
So you know how Love Island is a bunch of people on an island. They try to fall in love.
A bunch of hot people trying to fuck.
Temptation Island is a bunch of hot people that are already in relationships sent solo to the island to try to force them to cheat.
Oh my God. Why would you sign up for...
Because I want to be a star.
No, or you're like, I want to cheat on my boyfriend. I want my relationship to end, but spectacularly.
Dude, to be fair...
I want a meltdown that over 1 million people see.
Well, do you know what's great about that? It's like these shows come out months after they're filmed, right?
Yeah.
So, like, imagine you come back, you're like, oh, yeah, the reality show was fun. Yeah, I had a great time. You know, it was crazy, but I got paid. It was a good time with your partner, right?
And your partner's just silent the whole time.
Like, your partner hasn't seen it. Your partner doesn't know what happened. They just know you went to an island for a reality show.
So is this like you? I thought this was the couple gets sent.
No.
So you're just...
Only one member of the couple gets sent.
So like if Davis got sent.
Yeah.
But like his girlfriend isn't there. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Davis is a nice, respectable young man. He wouldn't do that.
But like imagine like, because the show's not out yet. Nobody knows what happened there. Right?
So you have to watch it.
So imagine you watch it with your partner.
I think the biggest hint would be like if you went away to do that show and you're like, yeah, it was really fun. It was a great time. It was great. It was really easy for me to...
I got some cash.
Yeah, I got some cash and I got a credit on my IMDb. It's a self-credit, but you know.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's money. Money's money.
Whatever. I could say I acted as myself. And then like your girlfriend's like, oh, sick. We should watch it together so I can see how faithful you are. And then he's just sitting there going like...
yeah, for sure. I'm great.
Maybe we should
watch it separately.
Maybe the show actually ends after episode 4, and then she's like, but it's a 9-episode run. He's like, yeah, it's just it's not very interesting.
They get a second cast in episode 4 or 5. I'm only in the first
actually
4.
they got just in case they got like a bunch of actors that they CG'd to look like me.
It's all
I
deep
totally
fakes.
didn't fuck every woman on the island.
And man,
This guy's like, oh yeah, this is bisexual time, boys.
oh, more noises? No, I can still hear you fine.
No, I like clipped it with my thumb, so I think that was
shit. Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties on this bad boy.
Yeah. Amazon Basics.
Amazon Basics, maybe.
Maybe it's the
plug.
it's the original technical difficulty. I don't know. Nathan will figure it out next week.
Figure that out. But yeah, man, like that's wild. They do weird shit.
Man, no, my mom watches, she's real big on 90 Day Fiance right now.
Oh, that show sucks.
That show is like awful because it's the honeymoon period, but super fast.
Well, isn't it also that you're trying to immigrate?
Yeah, it's a bunch of green card marriages that they act like are real cool. But it's like, it's not the weird thing is
I think it's like the viewer is meant to judge whether it's a green card marriage or a
But here's
like
the thing, the person
marriage.
who breaks up the marriage is like the person who's like into the marriage. Or actually, I guess this is the reason why, is because they want that green card and you don't immediately move and get it. Because like there was one where the dude got mad because his wife wore pants.
That's stupid.
Like when he met her, she was only wearing skirts and shorts and shit or whatever.
Oh, it was like a religious thing?
Yeah, well, not really, because shorts is not really cool with religion, and depending on how long the skirt is and shit. Like, it's not like mini skirts and shit, but whatever.
Catholics like skirts. They don't like pants.
But also, I refuse to watch this entire show. I like just they need skirts because they need quick access at all time to the woman's vagina because they own it.
Yeah, obviously that's how religion works.
Yeah, if you're a man, you're free to do whatever you want. God will forgive you. But if you're a woman, I can't believe you're such a whore because you wore.
You're responsible for original sin.
Yeah, it's all you.
Which is great. Obviously we're cool. We don't like religion. I don't know if you could read that because we're sarcastic.
What are you talking about? I love disrespecting others based off of some bullshit that I read in a book that might or might not be real.
Yeah, I know. I know you like the Watchtower. You want to talk about
some trash anime?
Let's talk about garbage.
So, Blend S.
Blend S. I know you like that show.
I think it's real fun. It falls into a lot of tropes. There, number one, the most popular trope of recent is Lolly Onesan.
Okay.
Where it's like the character
is a little girl.
Looks like it straight up is a child, but they're the oldest cast member.
Oh.
So like she's like literally like.
That's gross.
The main girl and the main girl who wears like pink and has like the fucking like angry looking eyes in Blend S.
Yes, I feel you.
Oh, excuse me. She
Hello.
There's.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
So like her and like the girl with huge tits are they're high school students.
Okay.
But then the third girl that they get she is a full on adult woman. She is in like the later
20s.
years. Yeah, she's almost done college.
Okay.
She's doing this job for money, and she's like the whole time she's like kind of jaded and just sitting there going like.
But she looks like a child.
She like slaps herself in the face and goes like, Oni-chan, please give me some huggy wuggies.
Oh.
In the form of money, because this is a cafe and you have to tip me. Not that tip, put it away. Not that one. She has like a rape whistle that she uses on the manager of the cafe when he first approaches her, because she's like, right. God damn it, another one of these fucking
creepos,
lolicons. And then they get a girl who is like also really hot. She's like 25, but she draws porn.
Cool.
So the other archetype, making those people look like they're normal. And then the trap.
Well, we don't use that word.
Okay.
We don't use that word.
Fine. Then the transgendered person.
Yeah. But yeah, that is common in anime. Is
transsexual offensive now?
I think transgender is preferred.
How about, wait. Because what if he's a drag queen? Like a low-key drag queen.
Okay. Because
Because I don't think that's an offensive term.
Depends on how they identify. The anime thing, it's kind of gross because it's not written by anybody who's like that.
It's written by a bunch of dudes who think it would be hot to fuck a dude to fuck a girl with a dick, but then they were never a boy or something. I don't know.
It's weird. They do it in a weird way that's not like a real person.
Look, to use the offensive term, but just to make fun of these people. Mm-hmm. If you're out there being saying traps aren't gay, guess what? You're probably gay. You are not straight. If you are trying to fuck a man who dresses like a woman and identifies as a woman,
no, that's straight.
That's not straight.
No, because now you're
straight
saying
is if you and a biological woman.
No. You're wrong.
I disagree. I think you can.
No, because a trans woman is a woman, and if a man is only interested in women, that's a straight man.
This argument sucks because I always sound bad in it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know why you brought it up.
I'm cool with anyone doing whatever they want.
And there's nothing wrong with.
I just don't think you're straight.
Well, nobody's straight anymore.
Yeah, if you're straight
in 2019,
you're a loser. We both went to the same spot.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
let's talk about something else.
Yeah, you talk about something, then I'll take it next time.
My guilty pleasure of the same type as Blend S, but less gross. Maybe by the way you described it. Maybe.
Oh, I just make everything sound super gross. It's just a lighthearted show about girls in a cafe appealing to otaku to take their money for things they want to do.
This show is slightly more interesting. It's called New Game. And it's a bunch of girls who work at a game company and they make games.
Isn't this like the more moe version of Shirobako?
I don't know what that is.
Shirobako. Oh no, Shirobako is an animation studio one. Never mind.
They actually,
but it's like Shirobako is like adult women.
This is
Those
like,
are probably also adult women.
They're adults in college age. Like there's a variety.
It's like the way they're drawn though defines it.
Oh,
fuck off!
I don't know what's with these audio ishes. I think it's
blame it on the USB.
I'm going to blame it on the USB. I think that's the right thing to do.
Let's go invest in some rechargeable batteries.
I don't know. Or just don't charge the batteries while we're recording.
Is it me? I'm just going to...
Yep.
Cut that out.
Okay. But yeah, I like
a lot
that
of
show.
cuts this episode.
Yeah, lots of cuts. Or none.
So you like the show New Game?
I like New Game. It's cute. It's fun. It's somewhat interesting because it's about making a game, and they actually use Unity to make a lot of game assets for the game the show.
The pinball game in Judgment.
No,
would you say something about that? Like because it has the Unity symbol at the front, that means they didn't pay for Unity or something?
So what I was saying is in the video game Judgment, part of the Yakuza series, which me and Ian both really like,
also called Judge Eyes, which in the story of that game, fuck you, stop it.
Is that me? Is that you?
No, I think it's me.
I think it's. Okay,
hold it from the bottom so like the weight.
Oh no, hold on. I'm doing that and now it's making less noise. I'm holding it from the cord.
I'm just shaking this bitch.
All right, well, it's making less noise that I'm doing this, so maybe this is how I'm going to hold this.
Yeah, maybe that one's not great.
But Judgment, there is a game in the Yakuza series. Me and Ian both really love the Yakuza series.
I think Judgment's my favorite Yakuza game now.
It's quite good.
It's not like Kiwami 2 is amazing. Mm-hmm. But Judgment like the whole game is just sick.
Yeah. I don't know. I really love 4, 5, and 0 and Kiwami 2. I love all of them. It's hard to pick a favorite child.
I can pick the worst child.
3.
Yeah. My buddy finally beat that game.
Yeah.
And he came back at me and he was like, it's not that bad. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not that great.
It's not as good as the other one.
It's like, it's definitely, Yakuza 3 is not awful. I just didn't feel like doing the
first
extra
next gen one.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like doing any of the extra bullshit.
Yeah.
Where like, I fucking learned how to play Mahjong for the other games.
0?
Nah, for like for right now for Judgment, but then they add this fucking weird other rule that I'm just having a lot of problem with.
That sucks.
Because to get you know how they have like your reputation level and that shit in that game?
Yeah. To get every friend in case you need to do every side mission.
So I'm like one friend away, but it's the lady who runs the secret Mahjong parlor.
Oh shit.
But to become friends with her. Here's the thing that sucks is I already fucking did the condition by luck. But it's one of those games where you just have to win a Mahjong game in her parlor, go talk to her, and then she's like, yo, but I really want to see someone win with this additional rule. And I'm like, bitch, I just fucking won with the rule. So I have to do it again.
That sucks.
It's hard.
That's annoying.
Especially when you're shit.
Hold on. Hold yours like I'm holding mine. Never mind. All right.
Oh, wait.
All right, let's just pretend that noise isn't being picked up by the mic.
You know what we should have done when we first detected that noise?
Stopped?
Was just, stopped, loaded the shit up, and just checked to see if it was only on our side.
Well, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah. Well, we'll know.
We'll know.
You'll just have to put a disclaimer at the beginning if it is only our side.
Give us a like and a subscribe if you can hear the noise.
Go leave a 5-star review just to be nice.
If you can hear the noise, give us a like. If you can't hear the noise... Give us 2.
How does go make another account. Download iTunes.
Or Google or Stitcher or Spotify.
I don't think Spotify does reviews. I think it's all based off of listens and likes.
Oh.
Or like subscriptions,
obviously.
And listeners. I don't know. I just use my podcast app.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get like... I used
just that you mean Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, just Apple Podcasts, because the shows I listen to, instead of going like, oh, we have a Stitcher premium version of the show or something.
Oh,
it's like you can. It's like with I'm not naming any more shows, but like you go to fucking their Patreon and you pay for that and you get like a bonus episode. But then they also just say, hey, give us $25 at the end of the year and you get our 24 other episodes if you really want to watch them. Oh, listen to them and shit.
So they record multiple extra episodes.
They record like 6 episodes a month and you get the 2 additional episodes if you just give them $1, which is a sick deal. But I'm not saying the name, so this isn't an ad.
Yeah. But for our show, I think we're going to do a Patreon soon, but it's going to be both for the YouTube and for this. And I want to have some stuff on the YouTube first before I make the Patreon so I don't sound like I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Okay. You want to see? That's something really funny. One of my friends did.
Yeah.
He made a Patreon to overthrow the proletariat. The whole fucking Patreon is just like, give me money and I will invest it properly and then you will get the dividends. And I was like, you know what? You're really smart. Like, you're really good with that shit. So you could probably run like a service where like you take people, you just get like a bulk amount of people's money. Advisor. Yeah, except more internet savvy.
So like a scam artist? Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme where only I get paid.
Yeah. And you all bought into it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get in on the ground level of a pyramid scheme, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, you really want to get in at the top level of the pyramid scheme.
Yeah, but to get in at the top level, you have to give the guy at the top level like $10,000.
No, you have to start it. Oh. So we're going to pretend that noise isn't happening.
Yeah, you have to start it. And then you have to sell really good to the next guy. So you stay. So you either you get up high or you stay high.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people could do that because like I can't lie to anyone. That's why I'm so honest to people.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't listen to the first episode. I got a bunch of other people's reactions to the podcast first. Like before I watched listen to the first episode, and they were criticizing it. They're fucking wrong. That's a good episode.
Thank you.
But then no one was telling Nathan because they were like, he's not going to listen. I'm like, yeah, he's fucking going to listen when I tell him. But then he immediately disregarded me when I said, I hadn't listened to it yet. This is what everyone else is saying.
You didn't even tell me that.
No, I told you that. Nope. I said I hadn't listened to the show, but what other people were saying, whatever.
Oh, that we went too far off.
Yeah. Which is what we're doing right now because we're supposed to be talking about anime.
Oh, yeah, but this is more fun.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's more enjoyable to listen to as well.
Yeah. You need to be super professional to have a on-topic podcast.
Yeah, and I don't like
also, that. Not people you can't have ADD.
That's true. I mean, I don't, but Davis does.
I don't either, but I was also never diagnosed.
I could, really actually. Care. I guess I haven't been diagnosed.
Yeah. All right, so new game.
New game's fun. But no, we were talking about entry-level shit, and we didn't talk about much of it. But okay, I don't want to bring that back.
My Hero, did we say My Hero Academia?
Yeah, we mentioned it. It's good. It's a show about a boy who wants to be a superhero. Think Sky High, but more interesting.
Yeah, and also, like, funny.
Hey, Sky High. I like Sky High.
It's like Japan's funny.
It's Japanese humor.
Yeah, where it's like everything's like the straight man and shit.
Yeah, they're very like the straight man just reacts and goes, "Oh, you're crazy."
Yeah. What the fuck are you saying over there? That's some crazy shit. It's like, man, I know I have a brain.
Yeah.
I get that.
Somebody
is crazy.
says something wild and somebody goes, "Whoa, that's some weird shit."
They also have the fucking tiny little bitch character that's just like, I'm gonna go sexually assault women with my eyes, and it's like, man, I hope you die.
Yeah, I hate that character in My Hero Academia.
His name's Mineta. I'm just gonna let you know now.
He's annoying. Nobody else likes him. Other good entry-level shit. Honestly, if you can get a hold of it, Monster. If you don't like anime, you'll probably like Monster, because Monster is it's a thriller about doctor who wants to hunt down one of his patients that grew up to be a serial murderer.
So you could say he grew up to be a monster.
Oh yeah.
You know what's the hardest recommend to people that like everyone says no to it every single time?
What, Ian?
It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, fuck.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is anime, but not anime.
We love dumb bullshit here on this podcast, and you can't stop us.
And JoJo is the dumbest bullshit in all of existence.
And that's why it's great.
There's a guy who shoots 38 shots in the entirety of season 5 with his gun. 35 of them hit him.
I didn't know somebody cracked the math on that shit.
This was not actually the final account like that, but this was by episode 20. He like shot himself 35 times.
That's great. I love that.
I think a good entry just to like the darker side of the shit, because it's still kind of lighthearted, is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yeah.
That show's good. I don't know if I'd call it entry level.
I think it's like dark entry level.
I would say,
because the show immediately starts with his entire family being murdered.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like
spoilers for 10 minutes into episode 1.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's in the episode description.
Yeah, it's just like his family was killed and only him and his sister are left alive. What happens?
Oh no!
A real spoiler would be telling you about Gyu.
Don't tell me. I'm only on episode 10.
Oh, so you kind of pause there then. I think Chris passed you.
Chris did pass me. I stopped there. I was trying. It's hard. I'm really loving Dr. Stone. I'm pretty much caught up on the manga, and I'm watching the show as the episodes come out. I think an episode just came out the other day that I haven't seen.
I think it's a Saturday show.
I thought it was a Friday show.
Whatever that day does. It's a fake day.
So there's no such thing as Friday, obviously. But I love Dr. Stone. I think Dr. Stone isn't super entry level, but if you like other shonen stuff, you'll probably like it. It's an interesting take. Essentially, everybody in the world has been turned into a statue. And, you know, they're locked in. The world keeps moving. 3,700 years pass. And
you're right, it is Friday.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Episode 19.
3,700 years pass, and then people start waking up. And they want to, and the main character Senku wants to rebuild the world.
The only reason why we know 3,700 years is fast is because when Senku got frozen, he just sat there
counting the whole time.
Oh shit!
Did you unplug your shit, or is that the headphone?
One of my head. Here, say something.
Hello. Hello.
Go again.
Hello.
Something wrong with the right.
Oh, that happens. These are shit headphones.
Man, just tell me to bring mine next time.
Yeah, mine are kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, noises.
All right, cool. We take a 5-minute recess right now?
Yeah, hold on. Let's
gotta use recording. The bathroom.
Okay. All right. Thanks for bearing with us for that one more pause. Ian had to take a poopy.
Okay, you're gonna call me out like that?
I'm calling you right the fuck out.
This is the second shit I had while I was back in Canada.
This is my podcast, and I will detail as many shits as you will take.
It's my podcast, and I decide the anime that are good.
And I say Dr. Stone is quite good.
I get that it's quite good.
And also
I just have only watched one episode.
Yeah. And honestly, get in. It's good to get in. The show's good. I like it. It's not the best show ever made, but I like it a lot.
Nothing's the best show ever made.
Promised Neverland, I think, is a lot better than Dr. Stone, but Ian's scared of spooky things.
You're fucking right, I am. I'm not a big fan of, not because they're scary, which that might be a factor, but like, I just don't think it's entertaining to be scared or to be sitting there going like, oh, this child's gonna die.
I guess. You liked the first episode, but you said it was too scary.
Yeah, no.
Or are you trying to fucking run this back?
I can't remember what I said. I change my opinion on the shit all the time. But like, that's my shit with like scary games.
Oh yeah.
Is I don't enjoy playing them because they're made for you to feel not powerful and like you're kind of just
like
fucked.
Dark Souls, you dumb bitch.
What? No, Dark Souls, you have the power to do what you need to do.
But like horror games are meant to make
Outlast,
you feel.
I gotta fucking run in a circle. That was my favorite thing I ever did.
Is like you. Oh my god, you got fucking snot on this.
No, it's water.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, it's It's Movember, so you know.
He's got water in his mustache.
It's all up in that shit. No, so when we used to go to your cousins all the time.
Yeah. And you played Outlast.
Yeah, they were like, oh, let's play Outlast or fucking Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Which I'd rather play Guitar Hero, but like, and I'm not even good at that. Fucking, they were like, Ian, you got to play Outlast. And I was like, fucking fine. So I spent 45 minutes walking around a zone that takes 10 minutes to go through. Yeah. Because I was checking every corner.
No, you were intentionally being an ass.
Yeah.
Because you were in the first area of the game.
Because I didn't want to play and they're forcing it upon me.
And there's like, oh, you got to climb this ladder and get into the fucking asylum.
I was like, yeah, you're trying to lead me to my death right now. I'm going to find the other way in. But then like, I get like in a locker or something. That's where like the fucking first scare is supposed to happen or some shit.
Because you walk past the guy that's standing still in the wheelchair and he doesn't react. And then you go to the room, pick up the thing. And then when you come back, you expect him to not react. And then he does. He jumps on you. It's fine.
I think it was before that. I think there was like a scary cue, like a ping sort of sound. And I was just like, I did the fastest close of the game ever. I was like, yeah, this game's boring. And I shut it off. Derek and Chris were not happy.
Yeah, you were radiating big coward energy.
Yes. The scariest game I've ever played is Gears of War 1.
No,
or Resident Evil 5.
Well, 2. You have Resident Evil 2, the new one.
Yeah, I don't really think Resident Evil 2 is that scary because I think Mr. X is the funniest man in the world.
So memes have turned it to be less scary for you.
Yeah, because I bought the game because I'm like, man, this looks really cool, and I haven't played like a real Resident Evil game. I've only played 5. Never played 4. So I just fucking, and I have played a bit of 6, but that game is even worse. That was the first time I bought a game and never touched it again. I bought it, started Leon's campaign, got like the third part. I was like, this sucks. Let me try Chris's. Chris's is worst. Is fucking awful. It's like Gears of War, but shit. Yeah. And then Jake and Sherry's, I didn't even make it to the first mission.
Jesus. I got like halfway through 5. I'm not a like longtime Resident Evil fan, but like I know stuff from the internet.
Yeah. So I don't like games where like you're supposed to like a main character, but then they get gored all the time.
Like they get killed, you mean?
Yeah, no, like not just killed, like
their head gets cut off and shit.
No, there's like one where there's one death that I always got killed by because you had to like run around it in like a section in RE5 when like shit was exploding or something. Yeah. And they like grab Chris, they like fucking impale him in the wrist, Chris Redfield. Yeah. They impale him in the wrist and you get like stabbed twice in like the side, but then they just rip your arms off and it bites your head off. And I got too far there. Yep. And it was like just fucking gross. And I'm like, I don't want to keep watching this. It's like why I don't like Mortal Kombat. Oh, yeah. See that? Also because Mortal Kombat abuses a bunch of low-level game designers. Yeah. They make them watch like dog autopsies so they can see, because it's inhuman to make them watch human bodies get fucked up. Yeah. But they'll make you watch dog murder and like so that you can see how gore and viscera happens. That's fucked. I don't like that. But there are games I've Warner liked. Brothers. There are games I've liked that are gory and gross and that shit. Oh yeah, I like Gears of War. But but during the campaign of that game, your character very rarely gets fucked up in a bad way. The one that's really, because Resident Evil, that's a horror game. Yeah, you can at least justify it. Like you get fucked up because it's supposed to gross you out and scare you. Mm-hmm. It's cheap, but sure. Tomb Raider 2013. Yeah, that's also one where you're like, that's one where you fail to grab a branch while you're going through, and then you get impaled through the stomach. And it's like, that's she gross. Dies in the goriest way possible, and you're like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like, who hates this woman? It feels like someone's jerking off to it. Yeah, some dude is really into gore. Yeah, who's like, yeah, I hate women. Yeah, his favorite tag is guro. Okay. Guro, that's gore in Japanese. Okay.
We don't need to lead anybody down any paths that they don't.
Go on to go to Tumblr. You're not going to find shit there because that website's boring now.
Yeah, that's so wild that they did that to Tumblr.
Also, when it was bought for 1/10 of the cost it was sold for by like WordPress or whatever, it's like, oh shit, WordPress is filled with so much smut. Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll give it back to us, and then they were like, nah. And then everyone was disappointed again.
It's dumb.
Just give me the titty back.
Honestly,
give me my female presenting nipples, please.
That's fucked. That
was
was so dumb.
It was a really sick place for like artists to post their art and shit.
Well, and there's a lot of like queer folks on there.
Yeah, that too. Twitter fucking sucks for art.
Yeah, Twitter sucks for art. Twitter's good for other things, but
Twitter's
it sucks
good for
art.
for people's shitty opinions.
I like using Twitter.
I like using Twitter as well, except for when something big comes out.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Like when God of War 2018 came out.
I wasn't on Twitter at the time.
I had to block the word.
Yeah.
Because every games journalism person I followed was just blowing their load about this game. Thankfully,
it's just like that it was good. I thought you meant that there was like a lot of spoilers.
No, I don't really care about that. I just didn't have any interest in the game.
I bought the game because our good friend Chris, as we've spoken about him, he said it was quite good. And I was like, I don't know. And so I waited until it was like over a year since the game came out. Because I didn't buy the game. I was thinking of buying the game at launch, but it came out the same week as Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. And I love Yakuza. And I'm like, even if I like God of War, which I don't know if I like it because I only played the PSP ones because I'm a baller. I don't give a fuck. Even if I like God of War, Yakuza deserves my money more because they're not popular in America, or they weren't for such a long time.
Still probably not as big as God of War.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They deserve it more though. But so I was like, okay, I'll buy that and maybe I'll get the God of War if it's good. And then I bought God of War this year when it was on sale. And I played it, and I got to the part where you get to the lake and you drive around, and I'm like, oh, this game's boring.
Is it one of those like open world sections where like the entire game is linear, but then you get to like a big open section? It's like, go wherever. It's like,
somewhat, but the game still leads you super linearly, but then there's a bunch of side shit you can do around there, but it's all for when you're higher level. And the second you say the words higher level and it's supposed to be like an action game, I go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like if that came up in Uncharted, I'd probably lose my mind.
It's frustrating, right? But this isn't Uncharted. It's like the classic God of Wars were like an American rip off of DMC, right?
Yeah.
So less good, less like in depth, but still like you can enjoy the gameplay. But this one, the combat is fine, but it wants to be so many different things. It wants to be a little bit of Dark Souls. It wants to be a little bit of this. It wants to be a little bit of that. And you can't jump anymore. And there's no, and it's like, it's not a fun action game.
It's not Devil May Cry anymore. It's Dark Souls now.
Yeah.
Because
roll.
All you do with the God of War franchise is just rip off what the most popular action game is.
And it's like, it's frustrating. It was frustrating me because I was like, I want to do cooler combos. I don't want to level up and like use skill points.
Yeah.
I want to buy longer, more interesting combos.
I think that's the coolest thing that I really enjoy about Dark Souls is like, if you can't go out of order in that game, like, and fight higher level enemies.
You can?
You can't. Well, yeah, you saw me do it. But like, I could still have beaten that boss. I'm just really impatient. Like, that's my falling in like all those hard games.
Yeah.
Hard is like, oh, this isn't, it's like my fucking problem with the higher levels of difficulty in Devil May Cry 5. I'm not fucking fighting this guy anymore. They're all combo adjudicators.
Yeah.
Like I get triple S fighting one basic ass enemy because you just have to combo the shit out of him to do the damage. And then they add in the power armor shit. And it's like, this sucks. I don't like this.
Yeah, I mean, I like the higher levels of DMC when I got to them, but there's a lot of between like the regular first two and then Son of Sparta. It's like not just damage sponges. It's like you do need to get good at comboing. You do need to get good at like becoming better. And there's a lot of like placement changes.
Yeah, Son of Sparta is the last good difficulty. Yeah. Everything else is literally a grind.
DMD sucks. Heaven or Hell is fun.
Yeah, but you have to beat DMD to get Heaven or Hell.
Yeah.
Or buy like the special edition of the game that gives you everything at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't
like
do
your
that.
special of Devil May Cry 4 gives you Super Dante and Nero off the beginning.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's like, great. I'm not going to use them because that's shit.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's what I really didn't like about God of War is like the story was fine, but like it was trying to be an action game, but it was trying to be an action game that I found mostly uninteresting. And it wanted to be a little bit open world. It wanted to be very Last of Us. And I like Last of Us. I like Last of Us a lot.
Yeah.
But Last of Us works because Last of Us is super grounded. You're so heavy. You're so sneaky. You're so this, right? And God of War, you need to be a Last of Us game where you can do combos. And it's just not fun. And you don't extend the combos. You don't unlock more combos by doing delayed presses or by doing like putting different buttons together. You unlock more moves with skill points and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so I just found it like wanted to be an RPG with loot and moves and skill points, but it also wanted to be an action game, but it never hit either for me. Fuck. And so that's why I didn't really beat it. And I was like,
yeah,
I don't love it that much. With that being said, I think the team at fucking Santa Monica Studios are very talented. It's just, it wasn't really for me. It didn't grab me.
All right. So if you were to take Kazuma Kiryu,
yes,
main character of the Yakuza franchise,
I'm already down.
Former main character of the Yakuza franchise.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just like we got a bunch of recent videos in my YouTube because I'm trying to find this YouTuber to reference. But if you were to put Kiryu in any fighting game,
yeah,
which one? Most realistic, because obviously it'd be really funny to have him in Smash.
Yeah,
but like
probably won't.
That's not a fighting game though.
Yeah, that too.
Don't at me, please. I will not have this argument because I'm not the biggest fighting game boy anymore.
I'm not a huge one either. I like to fuck around with it, but me and Ian are the only two out of our group that likes to play them.
We would probably be better at them if we had friends who like them. Where like I have my buddy in Ohio, but we live in Canada.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are subscribers? Okay, there's this one fucking
Just leave it. You don't have to credit him.
Anyways, Tekken. I think a really good answer would be Tekken.
Tekken's a good pick.
Even though I don't like playing the game, I think he fits perfectly into the way the gameplay is.
Yeah, in terms, that's the thing, right? Is like, do you go with what's most likely for that? Then I would say, yeah, Tekken or Virtua Fighter, obviously. If
KOF.
they made a new, well, KOF is like more for me a less likely pick, but it's more of my vibe because KOF is like a nice mid ground between a Street Fighter type fighting game and a anime ass fighting game.
Also a hard fighting game.
Yeah. But like KOF, or if like God existed, fucking Guilty Gear. Like, and I get that like Daisuke would be like, how do you write him into the story of Guilty Gear? I write the story
the same way you write The Witcher into Monster Hunter.
You just fucking...
He just fucking shows up.
Well, that's also how he got into Soul Calibur. Portals.
Yeah, but there's always portals in that series. There's no portals in Yakuza.
Yeah. My fucking girl 2B is in Soul Calibur, and I think that's cool. But yeah, I would say Kiryu, if Kiryu could somehow be in Guilty Gear 2020, that would fucking tickle my balls so much. I'd be so happy.
Okay, so I found the name of the guy.
Yeah.
There's a guy on YouTube named Scamboli Reviews, which he's got like probably 100,000 subscribers. He's real funny. What?
Cool.
Yeah, you should get into anime reviews, Nathan.
I'd love to get 100,000 subscribers. Right now I got about 6.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 8. 8.
Do you want 9?
Huh?
I'll subscribe.
Were you not?
I don't know your YouTube channel. Is it the Media Hole as well?
Yeah, it's the Media Hole.
Okay, so
it's
I'll
the
do
one that
that.
I posted the Dunkirk one on.
Yeah, I didn't watch that because I don't care about that movie.
You're a bitch.
I'm sorry. I can't watch every single YouTube video. There's a lot of them.
Well, you know, how many of them did your friend make?
At least if we include the old Let's Play channel.
Oh, yeah, too many.
Yeah.
Too many if you include that. But
yeah. Well, fine. I'll watch your Dunkirk video. I'm sorry. That sounds mean. Yes,
yeah,
I'll
my
watch it.
upcoming Scott Pilgrim video will probably be more interesting to you.
Yeah, I'd fucking love to watch that.
That video is going to be so long, dude.
Here, you make it. We'll have like a watch party here,
and
dude,
we can.
You can be like a director in the back of the theater and watch, just like staring at everyone.
Yeah,
their reaction, like a shitty director. No good director stands back there and like goes like, "Did you enjoy the movie?" They all look like Steve Jobs.
I'm going to tell you this: probably more do that than you'd think.
I know, but like they probably.
I think most writers and directors. I think most creative people are actually deeply like insecure.
I think a lot could tell though, like if the movie, like fucking
Oh yeah, could tell by watching it.
Danzig at fucking Veronica screenings. There's no way
my
that
God.
man hung out afterwards with all the people laughing at the movie.
Part of me really wants to watch that movie.
Same, because like apparently there is parts that's supposed to be funny. It's just that people were laughing at the wrong part that was funny. Okay, so Scamboli, he has this video about the Helpful Fox Senko-san, which is also an anime I really like, and he says it's not a romance anime. And I think it is.
Okay.
Because if you don't look at it from a romance anime, then it's about a fox lolly goddess,
Okay.
demigod or whatever, taking care of a salary man because his like ancient ancestor, who he is a direct carbon copy of, so he is like
He looks just like him.
yeah, like this is straight reincarnation. So that's why his like dad didn't get this, but
Like
he did.
Inuyasha.
Yeah, where like Kagome looked like.
They actually don't look that alike, but it's a reincarnation.
I think they look the same, actually.
They look similar, but not
Similar.
the same.
Well, this guy, you don't see his full face, but like he
Looks
has
the same.
he has the haircut of a man from 2018, as opposed to being bald or having super long hair like they would have had in feudal Japan.
Yeah, in Samurai Times, boy.
But if you don't watch the show, the whole show is about a salaryman being pampered because he like doesn't take care of himself, and it's causing him great depression. He's at work all the time. He doesn't cook. He gets fucking like cup noodle and shit.
And the Fox girl takes care of him.
Yeah, she takes care of him and shit.
So why are you so much of a pervert that you watch this show, Ian?
It's because I think it's really nice to have someone to take care of you. But I think I was looking at more of a loving housewife, and this guy was like, no, this is like your mom.
Oh.
And I was like, my mom has never taken care of me like this in my life.
We don't all have issues, okay?
My mommy issues come out on the thing.
Live on the fucking podcast. But yeah, I've never seen the show.
Yeah, it's because it's a degenerate anime. I just think it's a really
Okay.
sweet show about
All
this
right.
dude just being like,
That's a big thing with anime. I find that you have to like find the part that you like and like try to brush aside the
it's
weird
like,
shit.
It's definitely if this was fucking what's the name of the prime minister of Japan?
Kenzo Abe.
Yeah, Kenzo Abe. There's like a bunch of people who like you can watch his show, like some shows, and be like, "Yo, Kenzo Abe's fingers are all up in
Sweetness
the
and
shit."
lightning.
Sweetness and Lightning. That show about contraception, where like holding hands with a girl causes a baby to be made, which gives you magical powers that you can fight devils with or some shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about the one that's like
Sweetness and Lightning is a really sweet show. There's like that one really cute clip of like the girl walking down the road, like singing the song about sharks, just like playing with their imagination and shit.
yeah?
But there is no substance to that show. It's just about a guy. It's just about a single dad who's trying his best
To raise a
but
kid.
it doesn't make looking a kid. It looks like cute,
Yeah.
but it looks like a lot of work. And if you're a bunch of fucking lowly, neat otakus who aren't
Yeah.
doing shit, making it look like a lot of work and having to take care of someone
You ever hear
is
of
not a good way to be like, yo, go have some kids.
Do you know what manga is actually like emotionally taxing, but also kind of makes you somewhat want to have a kid?
What?
You ever heard of my brother's husband?
No, I have not.
So that is a manga where it's like
A name like that kind of sounds like I'm gonna fuck my brother's husband.
no,
No,
it's not.
because there's tons of those.
It's not like that. It's really smart. It's this Japanese man. He has a daughter. His wife left him years ago.
Oof.
And his brother had like died a couple years ago. He had moved to Canada and found a husband there where they accept gay people.
Oh, that one. That's
And the brother
yeah.
died in a car accident. And the husband comes to visit the brother, the main character, the brother,
Yeah.
and his daughter, and live with them for a while. And he's a Canadian man. Oh shit! Oh my god. I'm so sorry for all these fucking audio issues. I swear to you, they're going to be fixed by the next fucking episode. Mm-hmm. Please bear with us. Please bear with us. We're almost done this episode. But no, the manga is really sweet. It got turned into a live action show as well. But yeah, it's just good. And the daughter and the brother, the main character, he learns to be more accepting of the gay people.
Yeah, that's definitely not a Shinzo Abe show though.
No, that's
there's
not a Shinzo Abe show.
That's a gay man.
But it also promotes having children. So it's both.
That's cool.
It's actually good. It's got good family values.
Please have children.
Please have children, but also please be gay. Do both.
Well, it'd be more like, please be true to yourself.
Please be less shitty to other people.
Go have a kid and then be gay.
Have a kid with a woman and be gay. There's too many boys in China.
Yeah, if some of you are gay, or get some polygamy.
I was watching a great episode of John Oliver's show. If you haven't heard of him, he's a little comedian. He has a show on HBO. It's really good.
He has a show on HBO. He's a little small known comedian that definitely has never been in a movie or a popular NBC television show.
He was on that Comedy Central show, The Daily Show. You know, it's a little show. It's been going on for a little while, but I mean, not everybody's checked it out.
He was also a recurring side character in this small show. Well, NBC wish it was a small show, Community.
Yeah, he's in Community.
He was
in The Lion King.
Also, he's he was the fucking bird.
Zazu.
Yeah. He's also the Guru Pitka's manager in The Love Guru.
Wait, he's in The Love Guru?
He is the Mike Myers' racist ass character.
Yeah.
But not really, because he was raised in India.
He was raised in India.
The character was. The man was not.
Yeah. So it's still racist.
It's still racist, yeah. Unless they found a white dude who was raised in India who speaks like that.
Spoiler alert, still kind of racist. Even if they did.
But he's from there. That's just how he speaks Chinese. He's just grown. Oh, fuck, sorry. I'm thinking of a Thomas Middleditch bit now. He has this joke where he goes up on stage and he's like, this is a white guy born and raised in China. He was adopted. He has two Chinese parents. And then he does him as a white dude does like the stereotypical Chinese voice.
But this is a white guy who's from China.
Yeah, he's like, this is just how I speak. It's like, and everyone is super uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's still racist. Yeah. It's just you've created a loophole.
Yeah.
You've created racism.
Technically,
loophole.
if this man existed, he's not racist, but you doing
you don't
the voice.
Know if he did. And that's why it's a loophole. Like, just go, I want to do a racist accent, and I'm going to apologize for it right after.
Yeah, but that's still fucked up the guy who's trying to get on it, who was casted on SNL.
Fair. But,
actually, I don't think he apologized.
Well, no, that guy wasn't making a joke.
But he's a comedian.
He straightforwardly was like, I fucking hate Asians. He literally said that. And he was like, fucking Asian people. They can't drive. Get home. Go home to your country. And it's like, Jesus Christ. That's not a joke. Where do you laugh? That's not a joke.
Nathan just said that all verbatim.
It was in quotes.
Yeah, I didn't see those. I didn't see them air quotes with your hands.
It's a fucking podcast.
Yeah, but I'm here.
No, I put a blindfold on you.
Then why am I still wearing my glasses?
Because I put that over the glasses, and that's why you're not wearing a shirt.
No, I'm not wearing socks though, because this fucking shag carpet.
I saw you take the socks off.
Yeah, because this carpet, that I have not seen it in a long time, as it used to be out in the main basement living room section, but people kept spilling shit on it, so we don't get to have it anymore.
Yeah, so now we gotta. We record this in a storage room.
This was your office before it was a storage room.
It's gonna go back to being an office, but now currently it's a storage room.
Yeah, kind of.
In my mom's house. I'm not bragging that I'm rich.
I have all this extra space.
I have so much space. Even
I
though I'm
have
24.
the most space in the world for storage.
My space is the best space. I wish either of us were better at doing a Trump impression.
Yeah. I think the best person to do it is fucking like Psychic Pebbles. I'll show it to you later if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's the one guy that they get on, I forget what show it was. They got him a bunch of times. He was like a professional impersonator. He's really good.
Anthony Atomiak?
No, I don't know.
Because he had the President show on Comedy Central. He was actually a really good one. He also did a thing. He did like a thing with James Adomian where they went out on tour where James Adomian does a Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And he does a Donald Trump, and they like jokingly debated each other.
Bernie Sanders has one of my favorite accents. He's so good.
Yeah.
I love him.
I don't want to try doing his voice right now.
No. Because he's just like, he's an old man, and then you see him and you go, my brain says how he should talk. And then he talks with a thick New York accent.
Yeah,
you're like,
I think...
Oh, I love it.
I think Bernie Sanders is in an unfortunate position where I don't think he's definitely not going to get elected just because he's old.
He's not much older than Donald.
He's 7 years older, but when you're fucking in your 70s, that's a big deal.
Not really. I don't know, man. He wouldn't be the oldest president. Maybe.
Actually, yeah. Hold on. Whatever.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Fuck politics.
Who cares?
Let's go. Next time we'll talk about Canadian politics to alienate more people.
I don't even know much about Canadian politics.
I know enough.
I know enough that I wanted to vote for Jagmeet Singh.
Oh, I voted for him too.
Hell yeah.
But unfortunately, they did not do well this year, and I'm going to claim it was because of racism.
I'm gonna steal a joke I saw on Twitter.
Go for it. No one else uses that website. It's very small.
Justin Trudeau won a liberal minority, and that also happens to be his favorite Halloween costume.
I love those jokes.
Yeah.
That's a good bit. Content.
But yeah, let's just add one last thing about anime. If you've learned anything this podcast, you've learned that anime exists, and maybe you should watch some, or maybe it's too gross for you. And
it's
also
too gross. Just go watch a different show.
And also,
they're all very different.
Also, you've learned that somehow episode 3 can be the least good episode of a show.
All right, fuck you.
No, just kidding.
It's because I'm here.
Episode 2 was worse than this episode, but this episode had the most problems. So again, we're very sorry for all those fucking stupid audio issues. Next time, we're going to be better. I think I'm going to buy new cords or some other bullshit you don't need to care about.
Yeah, some practices the day before.
I did. I literally did. I tested it like hours ago, and it was working fine. But I wasn't shaking the fucking.
Now you gotta go you gotta record, but then you also have to grab the mics from the from here,
every angle.
Just fucking spin them around in a circle,
dude. Okay. I got to tell you this.
There's a whole new hole in your wall, and one of the mics has a little bit of drywall on it.
Okay, I gotta tell you this this quick story. So Davis on the first episode, he says, "So I can't spin it around like a nunchuck, right?" And then I was like, "No, don't spin it. Oh, please stop spinning it. Stop. That's a $300 microphone, man." And so it was obviously a bit.
$300 microphone, $5 cord.
Yeah. But because he was talking to the mic the whole time.
Yeah.
And then last episode.
No, he's just real good at moving his head around with it.
There was a secret guest, and it's Davis's girlfriend was just chilling in the room while we were recording.
Okay.
And so then she had listened to the first episode. She thought it was really funny.
So she's sitting there the whole time going like, yo, this sucks.
Humbleborg. Humbleborg. That she thought it was funny. But then she asked afterwards, she was talking to somebody when there's a fourth person here at some point. I don't remember who it was.
Was it your mom?
No. And so then she was telling them about the spinning the microphone around. And then he's like, "Oh man, that was so funny. I can't believe Davis actually spun the microphone around." And I was like, "It was a bit."
you ruined the magic for someone.
I had to tell her it was a bit.
Oh my God. So wait, it was Davis's girlfriend thought you spun.
Was telling somebody else that Davis had done that with a $300 mic, and that I was actually like upset with him for doing it in the app, and that it was funny, and she was like, "I can't believe he actually did that with the mic. That's so crazy." And I was like, "I'm sorry, but it was a bit." But it made me like, that was the thing. Is like, on the one hand, oh my God, fucking noises. On the one hand, I was like, I shouldn't have to ruin this bit, but on the other hand, I shouldn't have
to ruin the magic.
On the other hand, I can't let her think that the mic would be okay if someone spun it around.
Because then someone else, she might be like just holding it one time. You eat some fucking dicks right now.
I'm so mad with this cord bullshit.
Yeah.
It's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, man, like I was like, also I shouldn't, because maybe if she comes in this room, she might spin a mic.
Yeah, one time you're having a party down here and she goes like, "Yo, you guys want to see a magic trick?"
No.
Yeah. And you're like upstairs doing something totally legal.
Yeah.
And you come back down and there's just a mic embedded in the ceiling.
Please God.
Because like the cord failed. Or just the
internals of the mic just starts fucking up.
Yeah. Oh, that would actually be worse, because then you're sitting there, or she pulls it out and like, this is my favorite thing that happened at a fucking Blake's house. His sister had a party in the basement one time, and her friend got drunk and like, his name might have been Kyle, because he just punched a hole in the fucking drywall.
Yeah.
And Blake had like movie posters everywhere. And the guy, like, they were all in a line. like perfectly leveled, like towards the ceiling and shit, just perfectly in line, all the same shit. The guy pulled one off and moved it like 3 feet down to cover the hole, like no one would notice.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And he didn't get in trouble there, but then fucking when a hole was punched in his wall for a party, we're not allowed to have anymore.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Thankfully haven't been around very many hole punchers in walls, but the only one I did wasn't named Kyle. He was named Hayden.
Well, actually, I've never had a Kyle's never punched a hole in the wall at a party.
Yeah.
It was Ryan.
Oh. Okay.
Ryan.
No.
Not saying the last name. But not this Ryan.
Okay.
Skinny Ryan.
Oh, Skinny Ryan. Okay.
Yeah. It was after a rough moment in his life. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
Hopefully he does and feels really guilty.
I get a Snapchat from him and go like, "Hey man, what the fuck?
You can't talk about me like this."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry to the audience for having to deal with our bullshit.
I'll talk about someone else next time.
All right. No, don't worry about it. Who fucking cares? But thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe and send us a great review.
Go leave a review if you think I'm a better host than Davis. I'm not going to replace him, but
send us prompts or like suggestions or
do you have an email?
On our email, mediaholepod@gmail.com. And
MEDIAHOLEPOD at Gmail
at gmale.com.
Shit, no. That's why I use that email for my K subscription service to Gmail.
But yeah, thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Yeah.